Hola, hola, it's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my love. I want to let you know that this episode you're about to hear has some different audio. It has been recorded in my car. I do car podcast. This is kind of the thing that I'm known for. No shame in the game. I get wisdom. I get little bits of inspiration, and I need to record. As I mentioned quite a lot on the podcast, I am an intuitive podcaster. I don't pre-batch a bunch of stuff and think that I know what I want to talk about. I do have some organization, but when things come, I let them come, right? And I get inspiration from all kinds of places. My clients, something I've watched, something that happened with my children, something in my own personal life. And so this episode was recorded in my car, just so you know the audio is not as perfect as when I'm in my office with my amazing microphone. But if you know me and you know this podcast, I know you don't mind that and you want to hear the goods. So if you're ready for the goods, this episode is it. I love you. Good morning. It's morning for me while I'm recording this, and I have a coffee in my hand. However, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I am ridiculously hyper. I just want you to know the coffee's in my hand. I haven't even taken a sip. I'm like, good morning. Oh my God. Okay. So why am I recording this right now at 7 o'clock in the morning and not waiting until I get into my office where the microphone is great and you can't hear the rain or the car's next to me or whatever the fuck is going on in the background? I have been thinking about this magnetism and being magnetic for some time. And it's really strange because when I met my husband, sorry, I'm just moving a bag. When I met my husband, when I first started dating Hamish, it was so weird. We would go into restaurants, anywhere, let's say a restaurant. This was very big. What happened? We just went into the restaurant, okay? We sat down. There's nobody in the restaurant. Within 10 minutes, the whole fucking restaurant was packed, right? But not only that, people were coming up to us, like random strangers, random people were coming up to us and going, you guys are a beautiful couple. How long have you been married for? Oh, how long have you guys known each other for? Wow, you guys are a great couple. Literally, maybe 3 people. I swear I'm not joking. And we're looking at each other like, I just met him last Tuesday. I had known him for a month already, but he was my personal trainer. He wasn't my boyfriend or my husband. We went out dancing and we were so, in the moment, you could say, back in the day. And this woman came up to us and was like, you guys have this energy. Do you have children? I bet you have beautiful children. And we were like, no. We're just dating. We're not married. We haven't had sex. Have we had sex? Maybe we had. But we were just dating, okay, first of all. And this woman was like, oh my God, just wrapped up into our energy. We will go out and start parties. Nobody will be dancing. Nobody will be, fraternizing. And we're grabbing people, talking to people, making friends, connections. I remember when I lived in Florida, this is very controversial. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But in Florida, one of my friends worked at a strip club. She was a bartender or something. And then we met a few of the girls that worked there. And we would just all go to this club, the strip club, as a club. We would just go there, have drinks, hang out, dance. But it was a strip club. And I remember walking in. I can't explain it. I had clothes on. And I remember walking in and feeling feeling like I was taking up all the space. And I feel, and I know that there is a magnetism to us. And when you know that you are magnetic and when you know that you have the power to attract, good or bad, right? We all have the power to attract. It is such a crazy tool that you could use to create what you want in your life. And I just went and got coffee and I thought about this because The coffee shop I go to, I know them. They know me. I laugh. I make jokes with them. I walk in like I've been there forever. You know, like I don't walk in like I own the place or demand or anything like that. I'm not like that. But I walk in there, my head's up high. I'm not looking at the floor. I'm not apologetic. I'm like, hey, good morning. Making noise, doing crazy shit. Talk about my nails. They're always like, what are your nails? Let me see your shoes, or some kind of thing. You know, they're really lovely. We love them to death. They know our kids. Just a really great cafe, the team there. And it's so funny because there was a couple sitting at the back, and they're there a few times to get coffee. And they're just like staring and smiling, you know, like they're watching a show or something. And I realized, like, I smile back, I wave at them, you know, like, hey, what's up? Leave me a tip in the tip jar. No, you know, but like, I realized there's so much power when you know who you are and when you accept all the parts of you. There's this freedom. There's this electric magnetic vibe that comes off of you. And to me, that's what confidence is. It's a feeling. It's a electricity. It not only impacts me, it impacts you. It impacts everyone around me. It gives permission. It is inviting. It is about community. It's not, there's a confident woman walking into a cafe. What does that confident woman do? Who does she engage with? Who does she impact? Who impacts her? Right? Like it feels so community driven for me. It feels like you invite people into your life by eye contact, by a smile, by just looking at them, by raising your shoulders up. Maybe you're giving permission to another woman who doesn't want to take up space or never thought she could be loud or out there or the life of the party or center stage. And there's something to be said about magnetism and having a magnetic energy to you. And we all do. We all do. It's like ego. We like people like, oh, I don't have an ego. And, you know, I don't think I'm good and I'm not good enough. And I'm like, ego is when you think you're superior to others, when you think you're better than. But ego is also when you think you're inferior. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I don't matter. That's also ego. So you also are egomaniac. And I believe the same in this respect. You will attract, even if you're like, I don't want to exist. I don't want to take up space. I don't want to make eye contact. I want to look down. You still attract. You still take up space by being the person who actively doesn't make eye contact or looks down or is grumpy or doesn't talk or is standoffish or whatever, shy, whatever you want to associate with. And I think there's power in reclaiming your self-confidence and standing up as who you are and owning who you are and loving it. And not that it's perfect, not that it's right. I just walked into the fucking coffee shop and my jeans, I have new jeans on, and I cut the tag. It's so funny. I don't know where my scissors are in the bathroom. I can't fucking find them. I haven't been able to find the scissors in the bathroom for like, I don't know, 7 months. So we have these nail cutters and your girl's resourceful, y'all. That's what I am. So I'm like, I'm going to cut the tags with the nail cutters. So every time I have something and I'm in the bathroom because the kids are sleeping and I'm getting ready, I cut the tag with the nail cutters. But these jeans, I forgot, they're new jeans. And at the back, they have this tag that is sewn. I don't know why they do this. I guess it looks classy, but still, it's a pain in the ass to take off. The tag is sewn to the back pocket. So I literally need scissors or some fucking knife to cut the sewn tag. And I don't even know that it's on there. I totally forgot. So I left, walked into the cafe. I got the tag. She's chatting with me and she's like, oh, what is that in your pants? I'm like, oh, it's probably a tag. She's like, it's a tag. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, anyway, this is the new fashion. Like, I don't give a fuck. I make a joke. I actually don't even give a fuck. I'm like, anyway, yeah. So having a chat, talking, and the couple's looking at me and I'm just like, nothing. She's like, let me cut it off for you. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. If she didn't, cool, thanks. If she did, cool, thanks. Like, it's not that you get it right. It's not that you're perfect. It's not that you look great. I don't have any fucking makeup on my face. You know, I don't have my nails on. Like I just fucking woke up. But it's this energy that you have, that you know you are enough, that you deserve to be there. Wherever you are, you deserve to be there. You fit in because you say so. You show up, you stand tall, you walk in, you demand attention for yourself. You're not trying to take up attention. You're not trying, okay? That's the word. You're not trying. You just are. You just do. You just being. Just who the fuck you is good enough, deserves to be seen, heard, validated, respected. And do you know who does that? You. So I don't demand anybody to see me. I choose to see myself. I don't demand anybody to take note of when I walk in. I walk in. I notice myself walk in. I intentionally show up. Make sense? There's a difference of, I need you to see me. I need you to tell me I'm pretty. I need you this. I need you that. That's a validation seeking. And if you don't, how do I feel? And if you don't, what happens to me? I crumble. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not magnetic. That is desiring validation from someone else. That is trying to manipulate so that you feel better about yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm saying you're okay with who you are walking in wherever you walk in, taking up your space and deserving to be there. This is really big for women of color when you're in mostly white places. This was the catalyst for me. Coming to Australia, being Puerto Rican, wanting, I used to not wear hoops. This is so stupid, but I never wore hoops because I looked too Spanish. I was like, I don't want to wear hoops. I hate hoops. And if I wanted to wear hoops, I wanted them to be big. I look super Spanish when they're big. And then I was like, nah. And I couldn't believe that I wasn't wearing hoops because I would look too Spanish. And it must have got to me subconsciously. And then I'm like, what the fuck is that about? You are Spanish, bitch. You're Puerto Rican. You live in Australia. You're Puerto Rican. You're one of 2 Puerto Ricans in the country. Okay? And you spicy. You're from the New England. You're American. You're Puerto Rican. Like, this is who you are. What the hell? You're trying to not be who you are. What's wrong with who you are? What's wrong with being loud? What's wrong with wearing sequins, bright colors? What's wrong with bamboo hoops? What's wrong with a Boston fucking Celtics hat? What's wrong with your Jordans? What's wrong with who you want to be? Your weight, your height, your how loud you fucking sneeze. What is wrong with that? Because all of those things, your sexiness, what's wrong with your sexiness? All of those things I wasn't allowed to be before. I had relationships where I wasn't allowed to be sexy. I wasn't allowed, or not that I wasn't allowed, but they tried to stifle how I sneezed and make me feel bad about it. Condemned for being sexy and having bikini shots on Google. Condemned for not being smart enough. You're not smart enough. You got a tattoo. Oh my God. You did this. Oh my God. Like, that's not right. That's not proper. You're not white enough. You didn't go to college. You need to speak better. You need to wear a blazer and pointy pumps. You can't dress like that. What are those nails? How do you do anything with those nails on? Like, shut the fuck up. What do you mean, how do I do anything? Shut up. I hate when people say that. How do you wipe your ass? I'm like, do you see shit in my nails? Like, what do you mean, how do I wipe my ass? The same way you wipe your ass. I don't understand the question. I don't understand that question. But like, my whole life I wasn't able to. So when you work on you and you reclaim your confidence and you are okay with the woman in the mirror, does it mean I don't want to change? Of course I'm changing. I am actively trying to lose weight right now. I'm actively at the gym. I'm going to put my nails back on. I might color my hair. I might change my clothing. I might decide to be quiet today and then tomorrow loud. Like, it's not that you can't change and that you have to be one way. It's, are you okay with who you're being in the moment? I say your fully expressed self in the moment, not who you are. Who the fuck is you? I don't know who I am. I'm always changing, but I'm comfortable, more than comfortable, proudly happy to walk into any place with who I am, how I am. And I don't need to get it right. And I don't need you to feel comfortable about how I am. I need to be comfortable. I'm number one. It's me first. And when you walk around with that shit is swagger right there. That's the real flex. Not Louboutins, not a fresh blow wave, not eyelashes, not cute nails, not a full face of makeup, not a nice car, not a hot man or a hot woman, not pulling out $100 bills at the coffee shop. Who gives a fuck? Not followers. The real flex is you being good with you and you walking in knowing that you are fucking incredible as you are and you deserve to be there. That is the real flex. You deserve to be there. You deserve to be where you are. You deserve to take up space. You matter to yourself. You respect yourself. You validate your fucking self. That shit's the real flex. That's magnetism. You want to be around that. You see that and you like a moth, you get attracted to that. That's why confident people are attractive. It's not because they're physically beautiful. It's because there's something that comes off of them and they're like, yes, like you're just like, I want to talk to you. I want to be friends with you. You light me up. You have this energy about you. You have this self-acceptance. It's contagious. You want to be around that. So I wanted to share that today. I think that is a very great thing that we as women, especially women of color, that we as women could get better at. Allowing ourselves to be who the fuck we are in the moment. Accepting ourselves. Giving ourselves permission. Taking ownership of who we are in that moment. In that moment, I'm not happy and I'm not loud and I'm not crazy. Take ownership. Be her. When you're with your family, do you need to be the happy-go-lucky one? Don't. Be who you want to be in the moment. When you're with a certain group of friends, do you need to be the savior, the rescuer, the nice girlfriend, the coach? Don't. Be who you need to be in the moment. That freedom, that space that you can give yourself, that permission, that space, next level. It's fucking next level. Obviously, it's life's work. This is not some shit it happens overnight. You get this comfortableness with yourself, with your body, with every part of you. That shit's addictive. That shit is sexy. That magnetism is next level. Anyway, I love you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next week. Haven't even drank my coffee and I'm hyper as fuck. You see, it's shit, yo. Love my life, y'all. Love my life. When you love your damn life, you don't need cafe, ole. But I am going to drink that shit because it's delicious. I love you. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes, subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. Share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it. And if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.